Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're talking about bomb crypto and the current state of the game, when PvP is coming, when PvE is coming, and when the marketplace comes, whether it's going to be a case of stay in the game or sell. So what we're looking at the moment, I think, are a little bit worrying early warning signs that a game's economy might be starting to come under some pressure. When we take a look at the coin itself, it's still performing pretty damn well at 3.6. This is amidst problems with the claim button feature. I personally have been claiming around here. There was problems with the claim button feature where people were claiming it was going through as successful, but the money wasn't going to the account. I personally had about 2 transactions that didn't go through in the end, and still waiting on that back. Now the problem is when those get paid back to everybody, if they get paid back at the same time, then you're going to see a big sell-off. So there's one little early warning sign for me, is that it could be that people haven't been getting their money, and therefore it hasn't put too much pressure on the economy yet. Now we've seen it rise and fall and rise, so we've seen the fall before and it survived it. But I personally feel like PvP is needed for it to survive. But even with these problems in the claim feature, I'm still well past my ROI. If I was to add up all the coins that I've acquired over the past week, it would add up to 177 B coins, which times by 3.6 at the moment, where it's in the current market, is $637. Now I haven't even been running that 24/7, I just run it through my waking day. If I was doing that, I'd be earning more. So that is a full-time job. You know, $637 is a lot of money to earn within a week. And as I say, I'm well past my investment. Here is where I invested, and this is where I put a video out. This is where we were, and then it crashed. I bought a tiny amount, $80 worth, to be able to upgrade my heroes a little bit more, and then since then have sold well beyond that off. And it still isn't stopping. We're at 3.67 now, and I do worry though. I've seen games do this, have this similar mechanic in terms of, this is basically yield farming. You're using your heroes to go and farm tokens, right? And it survives as long as people are interested in it, new people come in, and also that people who are already in are incentivized to upgrade their characters and reinvest their Bitcoin. Now they have a brand new feature which means you are limited to how much you can actually claim at one time. You now can only claim over 40 Bitcoins at a time, where it was 10 before. Now this could be good for the economy because it means that impatient people might get to 10 and just think, okay, rather than wait until I get to 40, it's going to take me ages, I'm going to buy some more heroes, or I'm going to put that into upgrading heroes. I, since farming, have been able to upgrade my heroes to a fairly high level, about level 5 for one epic, and then level 4 for a super rare, the rest being at about level 3, and I don't feel a massive need to upgrade them. Beyond that, I'm just waiting to unlock new heroes for free and then using them to level them up at a slow pace. So even, whilst I've been earning $600 over the past week, I've still been every now and then upgrading some of my heroes. Early warning signs are that changes happen within the claim feature. Now, what we're seeing is an increase in tax, I think 3% to 5% now, every time you claim your Bitcoins, which isn't a huge amount, and I think is good for the economy. But if they keep having to do that, then there's going to be a problem. Another warning sign is when they start to restrict the rewards that you earn in the game. At the moment, they've stayed pretty steady. I've been earning fairly similar coins. It hasn't been a massive difference in a sudden drop to where I'm only earning 5 coins a day. So that's good that it hasn't switched. But if we start to see those signs, if we start to see that those coins that we're earning every day does drop, if we start to see a bigger tax on the claim feature, if we start to see a even bigger increase in the amount that you have to earn before you can claim, that's when we're going to have problems with the market. Because if everybody does hold on to their currency and wait till they get to that 40 map, then in about 2-3 days we're going to see mass sell-offs, and mass sell-offs are what cause these red candles and then cause fear and then cause sell-offs of people holding the token. So the only thing I think that can negate all this is an update. Now, they have a few updates planned in Q4, but we still don't have PvP planned. That is not coming until a lot later next year, really. We're talking Q1 is where story mode is going to be uploaded, and then Q2 is when they're going to have the new battle mode. So we're in Q4, and that means they are going to add a marketplace. This is going to present an interesting conundrum opportunity for people who have been in from the beginning and probably got some really good characters, some really good heroes. Because when the marketplace goes live, at the current value, you're going to be able to sell them for a fair amount because people are going to be wanting to play this game. People, if you compare this to the likes of Crypto Blades, when this was really big, Crypto Blades heroes were selling for loads of money because people were seeing that, okay, they're making like hundreds of dollars a day. And at the moment, I'm making about $100 a day. If that's sustainable, it would, if people think it's sustainable, then it'll attract them to purchase these rarer heroes, these epics, these legendaries, super legendaries. But if we do start to see some of these early warning signs and the marketplace does get released, I am going to be tempted, and I would recommend any of my viewers to be slightly tempted to ask the question of, is now the time to get out? Is now the time to sell off some of these heroes? Now, if you believe in the project and you really want to, support it, you can hold these. But I think what's really annoying in it is when you see some of these projects, even as good as they are, they do tank, and you see the prices of these heroes go massively way beyond what they are when initially the marketplace is launched. So Crypto Blades, there was a point at which I could have sold my whole collection of swords and heroes for about over $10,000. I didn't, and now they're worth probably about $1,000 altogether. So we saw a massive 90% reduction. And we could see something similar in this. I don't think the amount that they're paying out is sustainable unless we see, more and more people coming into the game, a lot more people. And at some point, you're going to exhaust the big portion of people that are already into crypto gaming, and the rate at which we're still getting new people in from who've never played crypto games before. Yes, we could start to get some more from them, but I do think we've got a lot of people involved in this game now. So if we take a look, 1.7 million heroes have been sold, and 1,950 houses have been sold as well. So what will we see when this happens, when the marketplace happens? So how much are these heroes going to go for when the marketplace goes live? One of the things you've got to look at to understand that is the drop rates when you actually purchase a hero. Now it's going to cost you 10 B coins to buy a hero. Let's take a look at epics first of all. 1% drop rate, which means 1 in 100 picks you would likely get one epic. So you're looking at 10 times 100 to be able to get an epic. That means it will cost you $3,600 to get an epic. But on top of that, you're obviously going to get, a bunch of super rares, maybe 5 super rares, 10 rares, and 82 commons in that, and have a chance to get a legend or a super legend. A legend will be 0.5%, which means that it's probably going to be about $7,000 for you to get a legendary, and a super legend would cost you $3,600 times 25, $90,000 to be able to get. Not guarantee, but the likelihood would be if you pulled that many heroes, it would get you a super legend. But it's not going to be worth that much. It's not going to be worth 90,000 for a super legend. Usually you see maybe like a quarter of that value being how much something is worth, which is still a significant amount. We're talking not plus, we're talking plus sign. We're talking $22,500 to be able to sell a super legend for, if people are still attracted to the game. Bear in mind, if you get one of these when battle mode goes live, it's going to be so fast. The bombs that it's going to have are going to be, it's going to have numerous bombs that it could place. It could be an absolute killer, which means an epic would go for $3,600 times 0.25 at current value, potentially be about $900 to $1,000 on the market. Or would it be a good time to get out now if a marketplace went live and you could sell them for that much? If it was then $200 for super rares, I could be looking at about $2,000 to sell my whole deck. They would probably have more value if they were level 5 because they've got B coins invested into them. So maybe we'd see the value go up even more for those. But is it worth it to sell them off? As I say, at the moment, making about $100 a day, you've got to ask yourself, in 100 days time, am I going to earn about $2,000 if the coin remains stable? I cannot see it lasting until PvP. I cannot see that 3.7 price remain stable till then. But the marketplace could bring more money into the game, in that it could help the economy if they take a portion of the percentage that you sell your heroes for. That could be good for the economy. So they might earn some, you might be able to maintain the economy through that means. But I think they'd have to pay a heavy tax. I think like 10% of the sale will have to go back into the reward pool for it to be sustainable. Will they do that? People tend to go for like a 3% tax, 3 to 5% tax. And maybe that 10% would put people off selling in the first place. I think at some point you might have to make that decision of, do I stay in this game or do I go? I could be tempted to sell off my super rares and just hold my epic for PvP. Now this all depends on when story mode comes, when does marketplace come. I think the marketplace needs to come first, help boost the economy with that, help boost the reward pool with that, then add story mode to add something to inject new life into the project, attract more people into the game. Then it's going to have to hold out through Q1, because through Q1 to Q2, house decorations, VIP and stake, and new story mode level, I don't think are going to be enough to maintain it all the way into Q2 to survive with where the price is at 3.6 now. House decorations will incentivize people to put money back into the game, but whether people will see worth in that is a big question. VIP and staking are going to potentially add another way of the pool being drained, and a new story mode level might not be that exciting compared to the first story mode. It really depends on how good that is. Bomb Crypto, really, Bomberman is all about battle mode. In my opinion, PvP needs to come first, but I'll be interested to hear what your guys' thoughts are on it. I know a couple of people are in it and got in it with me from the beginning. Does anybody have any of these new characters? I haven't pulled a hero since. And look at this. I like the dinosaur. So let me know your thoughts on this down below. I think one of the things we've got to take into account is that when we got into this at the beginning, we bought a ton of heroes at a very cheap price at 40 cents. And people now aren't getting those, they're not able to buy 100 heroes, and therefore they might not have as good a squad, and therefore they are earning a lot slower than I am. But will the people at the beginning drain the reward pool too much? I don't think me making $100 a day is sustainable for no way until Q2. So we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to keep claiming that's an extra 68, over $150 on the regular, and enjoying this up for now. But I'm really interested to hear what you guys are doing. Let me know if you got in with me from the beginning and are well past your ROI now. Let me know when the marketplace goes live. Would you sell, or will you be holding onto yours, and do you see it surviving until PvP? Let me know. It'd be really good to hear from you. Okay, well, that's all for this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon. Oh, it's $250, not $150. Nice.